Hello, my good people. I am a young software engineer, and today I have decided to create for you a good program using Python language that will help us understand how grading is done in high school. That is the grading of the exams. And I have used Visual Studio Code. That is the IDE that is the best when you are using Python language. So uh, just a second, it opens, and here it is. Uh, yeah, these are the projects that I have already made, but this is the one that I want us to think about today. This one, and I can explain it slowly so that you can understand. Now, this is for I in range 3, that is the loop. It just means that the code will run 3 times and then it stops. If I type that here, it will run 30 times, asking me for same details. But now because we are just testing, let it just remain as 3. Then here, the variable n, it stores the name of the one who did the exam. That is where the teacher enters the name of the student. Okay, then the teacher is asked to put marks for mathematics. For instance, if the teacher enters like 56 marks, it will be stored in this MAU. Then the decisions will be made so that the student can be graded. The decision will be made within here. So if it's true, it will print. If it's not true, it goes to the next option. So for example, has entered 56 marks. So the program will start here. Is MAU greater or equals to 70? No, that is false because it is below 70. So automatically that one is ignored. It goes to the next option. Is MAU greater or equals to 60? Remember, we said it's 56, so it is still false. Then that one again is ignored and it moves down. If is MAU greater or equals to 50? Yeah, that is true because it is 56 is greater than 50. So we print the student has scored math as C print, and that is what happens. That is what will continue. The teacher will be asked again to enter the marks for the next language, that is English. The same process is done here, and when it's graded, then the grade is printed out. Like for instance, if the student here, English, she had maybe 54, then we looked where 54 is. It's around here because 54 is greater than 50. So she will score a C print, and C print will be displayed. Then from there, it will move down. The basic subject is not asking for any if because all of these are basic subjects that are done by everybody. But we reach a place where now here, biology, it's not all the students that are doing biology in high school. So it will first ask you, if you do biology, type 1, else 0, meaning you type 0 if you are not doing biology. Then the if comes so that it can make the decision. If Q, this is what is told, the value that is told here. When the person keys either 1 or 0 will be stored in this queue. Then it, the if commands comes. Uh, if q, the value now that was entered here is equals to 1, then bio is equals to enter the marks for bio, because when you enter 1, it means you did biology. But if you enter 0, then you didn't do it, and all program prints, I dropped biology because you didn't do it, and it moves to the next subject, whereby chemistry, obviously everybody is doing it. So it goes to maybe like the next one here is uh, physics. Physics, not everybody is doing it. So it will first ask you whether you are doing physics. If you say yes, then it will ask you to input marks. If you say no, the program displays that you dropped physics and proceed to the next one. So this one is a wrong project that I made, and it's working very good. And finally, after all your marks have been graded, the program comes here and add. This is the command that adds all the marks for the subject. You can see here, all of these are the subjects that the student was doing. And for your case, it's good that I tell you, if the program noticed that, like you can see here, if the program noticed that you didn't do like geography here, if you type here 0, the program will record 0 if you didn't do. So the marks for geography will be 0. So here, geography will be 0. So the program then adds the total marks, all the marks of the subject that the student did. And since we usually do we usually do 8 subjects, and each subject is 100 marks, the total becomes 800, and the grading is done here for you to get the mean grade. If total is equals to, if total is greater than 700, then congratulations, this one should print your name, the name that you entered there. Remember, we saved it in variable n. You can see the variable n here. The variable, you can see variable, this one, variable n, is the one that stored your name. So from there, we can ask the program to, it prints. If you scored, if your total marks is greater or equals to 700, it should print congratulations, your name now, like congratulations, Dark, you scored an April. Then if I scored marks between 600 to 700, it should print very good, Dark, you scored B, pray. And that's how it works, and that's how students in high school are graded. And now, since I just explained the code, this is the code now. Let me now put it into actions. I don't want to run it here because it behaves so hectic. Let me just run it using Thorny. Thorny is another IDE for coding. Here it is, Thorny. You can see the code is here. The full code was here. It is here. It is the same that I just brought here. I want to run it here. So I first hide it, then I run. This is the button for running. You can see. Then I click. You can see the first name it asked me to enter my full name. So I enter Gerald Minor. Then I enter the marks for mathematics. Maybe I scored like 72. You can see it has graded the way I showed you earlier. And mathematics, I've scored an April. Enter marks for English. I enter maybe like, I wasn't good at English, so 42. I enter marks for Kiswahili. That one, 80. You can see After I enter marks, it decides which grade I've got and then prints out. Then if you do biology, type 1, else 0. I did biology, so I press 1. Then it should ask me to enter the marks that I got in that exam. Enter the marks for biology, then that one I enter 90. That one biology is equals to April. I enter marks for chemistry. Chemistry is compulsory, so I enter like 60. That one is a B print. I did physics, so I press 1, enter marks for physics, maybe 45. Then if you did business, type 1, else 0. I didn't do business, so I type 0, and then it should print that I dropped business. You can see here, I dropped business. Then it goes to the next subject. If you did computer, type 1, or else 0. I type 1, and enter marks for computer, that is 61. Uh, if you did agriculture, that is no, I didn't. If you did history, that is no, I didn't. If you did CRE, that is no, I didn't. If you did geography, that is yes, I did geography. I'm using the subject that I did. Enter marks for geography, that is 72. Mhm. And you can see, finally, it prints. Good, Gerard Minor, you scored a C print. This is the mean grade. And then it asked me to proceed with the second student. This is enter full marks for full name of the next student, because you can see the range here was 3. So it is supposed to go 3 groups. It is supposed to have 3 groups, and that is where the teacher again starts to put the details of the next student. Thank you for watching me, and thank you for your eager to know how the grading works. And also, I know you have gotten some skills on coding and on software. Let's get deep into technology and all will be well. Thank you kindly. Please remember to subscribe, click, hit the like button, yeah, so that everything can be in good condition.